Alright guys, what's going on? I'm just giving you guys another update on my computer. Basically I'm doing an update on the XFX Force AMD Radeon R9 270X Double Expansion Edition. What this graphics card is a 4GB ddr5 graphics card. Behind the box you can actually see the specs. The boost core clock is 1050 megahertz, 1280 stream processors, 256-bit memory, 5600 megahertz memory clock. So, why did I go with this graphics card over the GTX 660? Recently, the drivers for the GTX 660 have been causing a lot of issues with my AMD computer. For some reason, the new drivers that are typically meant for Intel, that are supposed to be compatible for AMD, are actually causing a lot of issues with my, or was causing a lot of issues with my computer. So, long and the short of it, I decided to change out the graphics card. I'm actually going to be selling my GTX 660. Just because of the pure fact that, this card is phenomenal. I actually want to get a second one to build in Crossfire after I get a new motherboard and a FX CPU, as well as a new case. But basically I'm going to have a whole brand new computer coming into this computer build. But long and the short of it, like I said, the video is more so on the graphics card and some troubleshooting things, as well as some issues that I came across. Now, with Radeon, anybody that knows Radeon, their drivers are a pain in the ass to install. It was a real pain to really get it going, get it working properly, and get this graphics card working. Long and short of it, took me 9 hours to actually figure out everything. I'm sure somebody who's more technologically advanced than I am surely would have had a hell of a lot easier time than I did. But I ran into a ton of issues. After I finally got all the drivers installed, everything working 100%, I got the Windows updates all installed and working properly. I finally figured out the power needs and everything like that, overclocked the graphics card, and so far so good, guys. Everything's been running very, very smooth. Actually played a game of League before. No interruptions, no crashing of the computer, and I'll go over with why I'm saying no crashing of the computer and what happened in a second. But there was no crashing of the computer, nothing, no issues and stuff like that. Now then, let's talk about the issues that I had. With this graphics card, it does use a little bit more power, so you will need a 600 watt power supply minimum. And they suggest actually a 750 for this, so I may be upgrading to a 1000 watt power supply when I do the new motherboard and CPU and everything like that, but I'm not going to do that till then. And I'm actually going to be getting a new case so that I can actually install the new motherboard and everything later, but I'm going to do that piece by piece just because it does get expensive. So long and the short of what I had to do to the computer. The problem that I had was I actually have a downward firing PSU right now, which is a 600 watt Thermaltake power supply. And the problem with that being is that it was downward firing, but it was downward firing towards my CPU. What that actually caused was an issue with overheating, and even with the fans that I have, and I'll show you what I actually had to do in my port case, just because I had to butcher it. If you guys remember, I put a clear Wexan piece of plastic right over here, and this is actually the piece right here. And I thought these holes were drilled big enough so that I would be able to basically use this and it would get enough air ventilation. I was horribly wrong. So unfortunately that was way off, and it wasn't getting enough air ventilation for the intake. So honestly, that's only a 60mm fan. It's really, or a 90mm fan. It's really not getting very much airflow into the system anyway. But it's getting enough, I guess. And as far as this, I had to do this last night in like a dire like trying to fix it issue. Um, but I cut the hole right there for the fan so that now this is working as an exhaust, and it's now throwing the heat out of the system. And in the back I also have another 90mm fan that's blowing air out of the system out of the back as well. Um, the CPU, I had to fully clean it. I actually went out and bought one of these stupid air dusters today. Um, Blew out the CPU, and I thought maybe there was dust around the CPU. No dust. So I don't know what the deal was, but long and short of it, I took the PSU completely out of the system. It's now sitting on top of my computer, and it's been operating like that. And you know, I'll show you the overall temperatures right now, just because that'll help you out a little bit better. But yesterday, just sitting idle, it was sitting at about 60 degrees Celsius, and I was just sitting idle. Today, you can see it's sitting at 44 degrees Celsius, which is really, really, really good compared to yesterday. I'm going to take down this box. So, long and the short of it, that issue is fixed. Let's get into the graphics card and tell you what it comes with. Basically, it comes with the graphics card, obviously. In addition to that, it'll also, I'm just going to scan down here and I'm going to pull up the picture for you. This is a picture of the graphics card for you guys. I already installed it. I'm not taking apart the case again. I've taken it apart and put it together like 15 times today. I'm done. So, but basically this is the graphics card. Completely, you know, redid the whole thing. And like I said, it's, you know, a really nice graphics card. It actually has two really big fans, two 90mm fans. Really nice heatsink and CPU, like a really nice like cooling system. Big copper pipes as well as the nice heat sinks. This thing runs super cool. Even when I overclocked it, and I overclocked it just a little bit ago, and I've been running, you know, a couple different games trying to like really press it, and it hasn't given me any issues yet. So going over, just, you know, going to show you a few images of it. You know, it does have two DVI slots, 1 and 2. It does have an HDMI port here. Let's see if I can get that to brighten up a little bit. I don't think I can. But anyway, it does have an HDMI port here and an SDATA here. It does come with this stupid thing, and I don't know why they even include these anymore. Let's see if I can try to get that. There we go. I don't know why they even include these anymore, just because these things are a dead technology, but basically it's a DVI to a VGA plug. VGA is an analog plug, guys. If you want like good graphics, you don't want to use this, or you don't want to use that one. You want to use your DVI plug, but you want to get a DVI cable and a DVI monitor that has the ability to use DVI. It also comes with a Crossfire cable, which is really, really, really nice. When I do upgrade the computer and I do get a second one of those graphics cards, I will be using that. So I'm excited for that. Just another picture of it. It does have this really nice Radeon on the front of it, and it is a very nice looking graphics card. Overall, and that's just a picture of the box. But overall, it's just a really nice graphics card. It's running very, very smooth. You know, I did overclock, and I'll actually open up Catalyst just so I can show you what I'm at. I don't know too much about overclocking, so I don't know if it's, you know, really doing all that much difference, but I found these specs online. So just to show you guys, right now I'm running it at 1150 megahertz as far as the high performance GPU clock settings, and the high performance memory clock settings I have it set to 1500. I found these settings online. I don't know if it's really doing anything, but ultimately it's been running very smooth, and I'm just going to show you some Diablo gameplay. We're going to go to return to game. So, you know, just to show you, I mean, I'm just going to make them walk in circles, but you know, very, very smooth. There's no like lag, nothing. Like when I had my GTX 660, I'd click here and it'd take them like it'd be like bobbling across the screen. I guess we'll go to this place and we'll just fight something really quickly, just so I can show you some gameplay. There should be some goats down here. Alright. So I mean you could see a little bit of lag there. It really wasn't like super bad, but I mean it's not like terrible. And like I said, anybody that knows this game knows it needs a lot of it needs a lot for the graphics to work 100%. In addition to this, guys, you guys know I have the yeah, I saw that right there. In addition to that, I have the Corsair Ram cards. So I have two 8GB Vengeance Pro series. I also have two 4GB just Vengeance series. And I will eventually pop open the case again and show you guys that. Show you the entire inside. I might actually just do it after I get the new case and reinstall everything in there. But ultimately, like I said, I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys, show you guys everything. Right now it is running on high performance on the UEFI system. I also had to change the power settings to high performance, and in addition to that, I also did that little overclocking with the catalyst system. And just to show you, I mean, it does. So like activity, this is the activity of the actual GPU at the time, and I was at 73%. So it was working very well. And the temperature does go up quite a bit from resting state, which was 41 degrees before, to now 55 degrees Celsius. So it did go up quite a bit, and I mean, even I reached down and I put my hand in front of the exhaust fan, it is a little bit you know, warm coming out of there. So I mean, ultimately, like I said, I mean, this graphics card is really good. I do highly suggest it. You know, 4 GB of dedicated RAM just to your graphics is really good. In addition to that, I also have 4 GB of dedicated RAM for my computer. I have a 1 TB hard drive. So I mean, everything has been running pretty smooth ever since I did all the updates and everything. One thing I will tell you right off the bat: make sure you install all the drivers. I also highly suggest getting this program. It's called Raptor. It's basically AMD's program. What it does is it'll actually install all the drivers automatically for you. I didn't know about this program until I actually, I'm just going to check for updates anyway. I didn't know about this program until after I started installing all the drivers and stuff like that. But what it does is it'll automatically install any updated drivers for Catalyst, which is what's going to be running your GPU. So pretty much that's what you want to download first after you do the install disk, which does come with the graphics card. This installs an old version of the drivers, so you know it does work, but it's not really super effective. And this you actually have to get off the AMD website. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to post this video up for you guys now. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm going to post up all the things that I have in my computer as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed the update.